Welcome back. It's going to be a hot weekend here at the cabin this weekend, and Royce has the right idea. I'm taking him down to the river here to go for a little dip. Pretty excited. My friend Gary and his family from Unfrequented World is coming down for a visit. So you guys know Gary. You've seen him in my videos several times. He loves doing things like metal detecting, just exploring nature, and of course trail camera stuff, and of course Sasquatch. So this weekend got big plans. Probably gonna spend a lot of time by the water because it's supposed to be 40 degrees Celsius with a humidex, so pretty hot for end of the summer. So we'll stay by the water. We have some big plans to go into my ancient cedar swamp here on the property and, you know, look for signs of Sasquatch, if you believe in that. And also to, I don't know, maybe see if we can use that Hack Shack app again to see if we can get some voices from the past coming through. So lots of fun, lots of entertainment. Looking forward to sharing with you guys what we've been up to this weekend. Royce just got his hair cut, so he's thrilled to bits. Perfect timing. But, of course, all the bath and the trimming I paid for, well, he's wrecking that by going straight in the water. He did smell very good for approximately 12 hours. I think there's a hawk or something trying to eat a duck in there. Or an osprey. See that thing fly? Oh, it's an osprey. Oh, cool. It's coming toward me. Oh, let's look, guys. He's got a fish. Oh. He's got a huge fish. Skirting on the edge of the marsh. Sorry, I can't get a better view of this, but you can see him moving around there. A huge splash. The ducks went crazy. That was really cool. I'm sorry I didn't have my telephoto camera, but I heard a huge splash. Thought, oh, maybe there's like a moose walking around back there. Anyways, story was big bird. I'm pretty sure it's an osprey from what I could tell. Landed in the water, picked up a fish, I don't know, 7, 8 inches long. And had a really hard time, was fighting with it in the water. All I could see was wings flapping around on top of the water. And he just lifted off trying to bring the fish in the air there. So you saw him kind of come toward me and go along the marsh there, along the bulrushes. And then he can't even really get much air. So he turned back around, probably going to take it on top of the beaver lodge back in there and eat the fish. Really cool. You always see something really neat here at the cabin. So the sun's out for a bit. We're supposed to get some thunderstorms and stuff tomorrow on our little trip here. Pretty excited to go back into the cedar swamp. Just trying to figure out a way in there for us. So we're going to go down there at midnight. See if we can see some cool things. Bears scat around here. Maybe we'll see a bear. Yay. Of course, I moved my trail camera where I had the bear. Where the bear scat was, there was a trail camera. And of course, I thought it'd be wise to move it the last time, and never fails. Ugh, gypsy moths still. Never fails, of course. You move the camera and the wildlife, they come. It's quite a lot of deer on my trail cams this time of year. Sometimes I move them around to different spots. Bad timing, I guess. But anyway, really sticky. I'm going to stick to the forest and by the waterways today. Alright, just finding my trail into the swamp here. Actually, there's a lot of footpaths in here. What does that mean? I don't know. Animals? Sasquatch? You decide. So that's going to be pretty interesting at midnight to kind of get in through here. But it's a pretty magical spot here. The property kind of feels like, you know, you're a hobbit or something like that. All these trees are very old. This is very organic soil in here. A lot of sphagnum mosses. There's one of the big cedars right there. And what am I going to do to protect myself against the squatch? Well, I'm going to use my Camillus titanium, my steel pocket knife. Got this from Princess Auto. It's got basically almost like a 3-inch blade on it. Super duper sharp. I don't know, I'm pretty sure Squatch would do me in if I use that. But anyway, it's a nice little knife actually. They usually have them on sale. I think they're on sale now. I'm actually just bringing this along for any mushrooms I might find or any wild edibles I need to kind of take out of the forest. So nice little knife actually, fits in the palm of my hand, and it's got like a nice little clip on it to put on your pants, and really solid construction there. So anyway, for safety purposes and for foraging. This is great habitat for moose and deer sort of in the winter, because the cedars, you know, they don't shed their needles, right? Their leaves. So basically in here is a great shelter from a lot of the deep snow. Maybe not great for moose right in here. It's super thick, but wildlife certainly like cedar swamps. Lots of places to get out of the wind and heavy snow. I've not been here in a long time, so those trails are not for me. I'm going to have to watch our footing in here, especially at night, because of a lot of the deadfall in here that I mentioned. There's Royce. You could get your foot caught up in this stuff pretty quickly, so I'm going to have to be really careful. There's some of the bigger cedars in there too. Betcha that's where baby Squatch likes to play. Lots of cool stuff in here. Right now it's getting pretty thick in here. I honestly think it's drier than it has been here in past years. Normally there's like puddles of water in here. I mean, now it is the end of the summer. But I don't know. We just have not had enough rain. Got my hat backwards because I was banging into things walking through this. But yeah, it's been pretty dry. Like, I have not seen a lot of mushrooms. There's a few here and there. You just saw a red-belted polypore earlier in the clips. But nothing really edible right now, so kind of disappointing. I'm hoping this fall is a little bit wetter, so we get some more wild edibles. Berries have been great this year, don't get me wrong. Those have been good, but the mushrooms, meh, so-so. Certainly chanterelles have really done well. Lobsters, I'm hearing a lot of people are getting lobster mushrooms. I haven't had any recently. I mean, I've seen some of the mushrooms that they parasitize, that, you know, because lobster mushroom is a result of parasitism of another mushroom. I don't know if you guys knew that. But I've seen, you know, a few of the other, you know, russulas and things like that, but no lobsters. So got to keep my eyes peeled though. Well, looks like something's been digging in here looking for stuff. Royce is hot in the trail of something, like a deer or something like that. I don't know. Hopefully not a bear. Now we're in a little bit of an upland site here. Got a few aspen, balsam fir. Swamps back down that way. Just poking around the woods, seeing if we can see anything else cool. And of course there's some paper birch in here. So I never pass up the opportunity for fire starter. So I'm going to take some of this because I think we're going to have a fire. Hoping we'll have a fire one of the nights and have a nice barbecue. I just found a den of some sort. See, the soil's all kind of turned up. Definitely something small, nothing huge in there. But I don't really want to stick my head in and find out. Here's a really good grouse drumming log. You guys will hear them in the spring and sometimes the fall, attracting a mate. They like these logs that are nice and flat, so they can flap their wings together and make a drumming noise. Whew. Well, that expedition is over. We're just down by another bay here right now, just cooling Royce off. We got super hot in the woods there looking at the cedar swamp. Oh man, I'm gonna head back to camp, have a good drink of water, and wait for my friends to arrive. All right, the ping pong Olympics have begun. They tell me that the secret is to playing with the left hand. Maybe you should learn how to hold the paddle there, Gary. Yes, they have arrived, and it is really hot outside. So we're just sitting in the shade here, playing a little ping pong, planning the squatching event. It's about 40 degrees with the humidex out. Whew. All right, with the ping pong game over, we're now headed to some beautiful lakes here to do some swimming. I'm filming myself.
Okay. Sorry.
Suddenly Gary's very camera shy all of a sudden. Anyway, we're getting the dogs in the water. Just a beautiful day. Let's take a look. All right, so look at the lakes. Beautiful. Water's fine, guys. Let's go swimming.
Mom, mine's 75.
Oh yeah.
This is where it's at.
Royce the lifeguard, watching everybody. Again, a huge break from the sun. No clouds, really. Very few.
We should have brought the life jackets. There's a whole school of them.
So Gary's doing a little bit of hand fishing for sunfish. Are you getting us supper or what?
I'm trying. Come on, bit me again. Oh,
he's getting bitten in the process.
Oh, okay. That's gross. I'm getting that.
He's actually using Royce's life jacket and doing a little bit of fishing.
I need a bigger worm.
I'm not touching that. Well, that was lots of fun. Sun's starting to head behind the trees there. We're going to head back to camp and make some supper. Gary's testing out the new hammock here and falling into it while he's trying to record. The dog to the rescue.
No, you guys can't come in.
So just making some dinner. We're going to have kind of like taco salad, but using Doritos and nacho chips. So I'm just making the beef here. Got homemade salsa, and I'm just going to top with some cheese and lettuce and tomato. Yum. All right, so Gary's just making another wrap. Some of us are having the taco bowls. He's just going to have a
No Doritos
soft taco.
for this guy.
No Doritos?
No.
What?
Alright, maybe a few.
Remember as a kid, I was the Zesty Mordant, or the Cool Ranch kind of person. I don't know what you guys were, but cheese is always a good go-to one. All right, here's the final product. It's pretty darn good, and I'm gonna have some wine, keeping it classy.
In a plastic cup.
Nothing wrong with the red cup. Well, I know you guys can barely see me now. It's pretty late out tonight, and just look above me there. Look at that moon. That is one of the rarest full moons out there right now in 2021. So we're going to head out really shortly after the fire, and we're going to go for a little trip midnight in the Cedar Swamp. We're going to see if we see signs of Sasquatch or hear any unusual noises or voices of spirits. If you're into that kind of stuff, Gary's going to do a full video on it on his channel, because I don't have the night vision camera that he does. Obviously, you can't really see me. So definitely tune into his channel, Unfrequented World, for the details of our squatching adventure deep in the Cedar Swamp here at the property. And just before we head out, we're going to have a nice fire here. It's about 10 now. We got 2 more hours till we get down to the swamp. So you guys can see behind me, this is a really rare moon apparently for 2021. So it's a full moon. And we're also in the midst of the Perseids meteor shower, so it's really pretty here at the cabin. Haven't seen meteors yet, it's a little bit too early. One of the planets has come out, we can kind of see it just by the moon there. So it's just gorgeous being out here in natural darkness. Roasting some marshmallows now to make s'mores. Alright, so I'm just going to show you guys, this is a cool hack for s'mores. So you get a marshmallow and you put it between 2 digestive cookies, and there you go. Super tasty. Delicious, but a little messy. Alright guys, it is go time. We are heading into the swamp. Are you in here? Oh. I don't know.
I'm here, yes, I'm here. Present.
Alright, so it's midnight. We're heading out on the trail. I just had my first scare of the night. The trail camera light just went off in my face. Well, infrared scared the bejesus out of me. I just saw like 2 little red eyes in the woods. So you get yourself kind of psyched up for this kind of stuff. And anyway, so we're just gonna head down there towards the Cedar Swamp. Is that you? Are you that orb? Oh, get back here right now. You said no. Oh. All right, so it's the next morning after our adventures in the woods. We had a great time. Don't forget to check out Gary's channel for that video. We actually got some messages come through on the Hack Shack app, so that's really neat. This morning I'm making some peach pancakes. We got bacon and eggs, so it's gonna be delicious. And of course the pancakes will have maple syrup on them from the property. All right, so we've just been walking around camp this morning, hanging out, and it is like getting blisteringly hot. So it'll be hotter than it was yesterday. So it's going up to 32 degrees plus Celsius basically, plus humidex, so probably looking in the 40s again, low 40s. So we're gonna go find the waterfall. I don't think these guys have been to the waterfall, so we're gonna take them there and cool off. All right, so we've made it to the falls. As you guys remember from one of my previous videos, it's actually a lot smaller. It's been pretty droughty. Even though it has been the odd rain here and there. There's Royce looking rather majestic. So, but it's nice though. It's super hot today, so just to go for a little dip. Gage is swimming. And the thimbleberries are ripe. Well, that one's been kind of eaten. Let's look around, see if we can find one. Gary's looking for fossils and stuff. These thimbleberries are a little bit old. When they're really big, you can kind of like stick them on your fingers and eat them. There is a fresh one. There's some really fresh ones here. See, they're almost like a raspberry, but they have a really good flavor. Such a great flavor. And there's lots of them here. Back at the camp now after spending the day down by the falls. It was really nice walking around and exploring. We ran into a few other people that were out on their bikes just touring around the back country, so that was nice. Just having a little muffin and just a water because it's just super hot. I'm going to play a few board games and probably have a nice dinner tonight. I don't know about the fire. We'll see what's going on. We're supposed to get some pretty nasty thunderstorms coming through. I mean, no doubt given how bad this weather, like this heat has been. But we're all set up. We've got the tent here and the cabin, so if we run into some bad stuff, no big deal. All right, guys, I'm going to settle down to have a couple of brews here and play some games. This is actually a brewer called, what's the brewery called? New Ontario Brewing Co. Bear Runner, Pale Ale, very good.
North Bay, Ontario.
North Bay. Oh, that's nice. Nice and light. Perfect for a hot day like today. You don't want anything really strong. Not too hoppy. Very good. Try this out. New Ontario Brewery. Recommended by TheWildYam and Unfrequented World. Well, it's official. I lost the game, but it was lots of fun. I was going to have a rest before supper because I think I got a lot of sun and a lot of heat today. I'm just making some dinner on the deck. We've had some weather coming in, so I just modified the tent here. Just closed in part of it. Little party tent. Gonna have some corn tonight. Corn's fresh this time of year, and some mini potatoes and hot dogs. So yeah, that's just a griddle warming up there. We're gonna have a fire, but then a really strong storm blew in. You don't see it now, but it was really, really high wind and thunder and stuff like that. So we're expecting rolling thunderstorms for the next couple hours. All right, that's what's for dinner. Bon appetit.
It's nothing on my plate.
Gary is done already. How was it?
Good.
Yeah? I'm not a 5-star hotel. All right, back at the griddle again this morning. We had a nice night again last night. Really foggy. Went out in the woods. Did another Hack Shack session. So check out Gary's channel for that. It was lots of fun. We're supposed to have a lot of rain today, but they called it off. So that's great. Another day of fun times. So as I'm making breakfast, I kind of look down here and I see something bright yellow. I'm like, what the heck is that? We're going to go check out what the heck that is over there. Let's go see. Whew, my heart was pounding. I thought that was chicken in the woods. It is not. Oh, it's like a slime fungus. Look at it. Ew. That's kind of a slime mold. When you see that kind of yellow from a distance, you think, oh my gosh, maybe it's chicken in the woods. And it's not. So, not going to have chicken in the woods for breakfast. Poor Rice, we're looking around at stuff back here. And, yeah, he's just so tired. He's looking at me like, are you serious? You want me to come? He just had his hair cut. But it's just too hot. I'm just going to have a quick run back here, see if I can grab a few mushrooms. May not even have any, but that slime mold was pretty cool. Well, here's one of my little honey holes, and no luck. It is just too dry and hot out here. Well, I'm hoping for a wetter fall, and then we can get a bit more mushroom foraging in with you guys. I'll still keep my eyes peeled, you know. I know the chanterelles were really good this year. But the hedgehogs were very poor. And I don't know, I'm hoping there'll be some lobster mushrooms. You know, we'll take a quick peek at some other places, but darn, no luck today. See that? Still gypsy moths flying around in here. Really. Oh, look at them all. It's the end of August and the gypsy moths are still flying around. Ooh, See them sort of lit up in the sunlight there. Unbelievable. Well, fog's cleared out. Take a look at that sky. Just lovely. Just gonna do a little bit of repair work here while everyone is digesting. One of my rain barrels is leaking, which is a pain. Kind of noticed it, I had that little bit of rain. We had a little bit of rain last night and wasn't retaining in the barrel. So it looks like the spout at the bottom is leaking. So I'm just gonna put a little silicone around there. Hopefully that does a trick. I realized when I'd screwed it in, I hadn't kind of screwed in that little spigot all the way. So I think there's a bit of a gap there. And maybe it's kind of a pre-made barrel, so someone may have drilled the hole a little bit bigger than it should be. So I'm gonna try a little silicone, see if that fixes the problem. I want to tell you guys, we do have plans for next year to actually be able to treat the rainwater so it's drinkable. Right now we're just researching different methods of water purification. Probably gonna do something like some kind of a pre-filter, obviously, and then a UV filtration system. So we'll have, water available at all times because, as you know, drilling wells extremely expensive. So hopefully by next year, we'll have that up and running and I'll be able to show you that in the shower house. So we'll have drinking water at all times. That'll be awesome. Royce won't even come out in the field. It's so hot today. It's another steamy one. Still probably around 29, 30 degrees, 40-degree humidex. So it's gonna be like this all week. So he's got the right idea. We just go find some water during the day and relax down to the bay or whatnot. And then he just stays in the shade during the day. Yeah, so I got the barrel flipped over now and you can see right here, it was kind of leaking. Like I had to just crank this in a bit more. Just a little bit of wet in there. So I'm thinking, just gonna use some silicone around here, just dry it up and then silicone that, let it dry and then get it set back up again. The 2 barrels I have here were from a fundraiser. So some communities will have a little fundraiser where you can buy rain barrels and diverter kits and things like that. So great way to support the community and get water up here at the cabin. All right, that'll probably do it. I'm just gonna use a leaf here to smush this around gently. Yeah, there you go. To get on my hand. All right, I think that'll do the trick. Hopefully. So I'm gonna let that dry and then we should be back in business for the next rainstorms that are coming this week. Just tidying up around the fire pit too. A nice bonfire the other night. And just trying to look for a fox actually. There was a fox in this field yesterday afternoon. It was hot as anything. I don't know why it was out. It doesn't have rabies or anything. It looked normal, but it's a fox we usually have, lives behind the cabin and it likes to come out in the field during the day. Sometimes I've run into it. Beautiful big fox, really nice coat on it and stuff like that. Of course, when these things happen, you never have your camera, right? So it was just, I don't know, maybe about 200 feet away from me at the time and looked back at me, just gorgeous. I don't know what it was doing middle of the day in this blazing heat. I mean, Royce sometimes will come out into the field during this time of day, but it's just, oh, I think the temperature out here is probably about, I don't know, in the sun it's got to be at least 60 or something. It is horrible. I can't imagine, working in a field, setting up solar power and stuff like that. You don't want to be doing that in the summertime, but I know some people do. Just super hot. We've had no issues with the shower house right now, like basically running the cooler in there and running the pump and the water and all that for, 6 people here this weekend. Shower house is working perfectly. Got enough rainwater. The composting toilet is working great. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably add more panels and more batteries next year. Just gotta keep going, keep adding, improving the place. All right, I guess I was wrong. It is 44 degrees or 110 Fahrenheit in the field right now. Whew, I can feel it. Well, we're wrapping up our morning here. Gonna have some lunch. We just played some cards all morning and relaxed because it's pretty hot out still, although humidity has been cut down a bit. So always have a great time with Gary. Don't forget to check out his channel, Unfrequented World. Lots of awesome stuff on there. Next time we're going to be at the cabin, we'll probably head up to just in the forest somewhere, go do some squatching, maybe visit an old cemetery, do a little bit of cemetery. Yeah, his votes for the cemetery at midnight again.
Vote below, guys. Let her know.
Yeah, do you guys want that video to see us exploring again at midnight, some weird forestry track that has nothing to do with this property? We're going to drive somewhere in the night and just go on an adventure. What do you guys think? All right. Well, what was your analysis of this weekend, Gary?
I had a lot of fun. I always do with Jen, and I look forward to coming back.
Awesome. Can't wait to have you back. Don't forget to leave a comment down below, guys. I hope you guys have a great week as always, and we'll see you in our next adventures. Bye for now.